So he's telling me that.
Hold on, let me mute you. All right, so we already started the conversation, and my dumbass didn't hit the go live button. So we'll start this. Hey, watch out. So we'll start this again. Uh, Hello, dear.
Hey,
Um, so the first question I asked before I hit or I didn't hit the button was, "What do you think about taxes?
I wish we didn't have to pay him.
Where do they go?"
Um, let's see. They go to
So
pay for government officials and their cost of living increases so they can live better than their constituents
with free healthcare, mind you.
and their health care. And then it goes to people who don't want to work or can't work and all their children and all their health care. And it goes to support illegal immigrants.
You mean undocumented immigrants or illegal?
Illegal.
I mean they're
It's not the same.
they're not
It's
huh?
not the same. If you're undocumented, you gotta be
Yeah,
a.
but the way they say it is illegal immigrants. But it depends on who says it. It's undocumented immigrants. Um, Sweet Wheat says hello, by the way.
Hi.
Hi. Uh, so you think somebody that is capable of working, but sit at home and talk on YouTube and talk shit, are capable of working? Do you think that?
I think they sure were.
Okay. So what if you made an opinion to somebody and said, "Hey, I think that if you sit on the computer and you talk shit for hours, you're capable of working."
That's what I do.
Yeah, well, but they said about you. Isn't that what you tell me? Um, if they're capable of sitting down hours upon hours and live on YouTube and talk shit on YouTube, are they capable of maybe answering phones or work from home job or something?
You have to clarify that though, because they might be capable, but are they qualified?
Qualified to sit down in a chair and answer a phone?
Well, if I'm a business and it's professional, I don't want some ghetto bitch answering my phone. You see what I
Or
mean?
you don't want somebody to go, what you want?
No, I don't want someone whose grammar is off or their syntax is awful. I don't want that.
Yeah, but this particular person I'm talking about does not have that problem. He talks articulate or whatever that word is, and pretty smart guy. But he can be professional if he wants to be, and he's capable of getting a job. I made that opinion. So if this person came back with, well, what if I just tell you dead dog jokes? What would you think of that?
I think that person was an asshole.
Oh,
I mean, that is just really, that's low. You know, talk about, ugly wife, fat wife, dumb kids. But when someone loses a pet that they've had since it was a puppy, that's a low blow.
and this particular person that had to put this boy to sleep. If I read the papers correctly, whenever he took the dog to the vet, He cried like a baby back bitch, didn't he?
Well, because dogs become our children.
Very, very
Um,
hard on that guy, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah. Dogs, they're family. When you become attached to them, just sometimes you like them better than you like your kids.
Well, in
But
all honesty,
that's pretty low though.
I like animals more than I like people because you'll never ever have a dog that don't greet you at the door saying you have been gone for 4 dog days when it's just been 8 hours.
Maybe. But that person, that's wrong. Um, I strongly believe in karma, and so that person better watch out.
So you know all about the analyzer bullshit and how she's a Mayan snake in the grass POS
Okay,
from.
so this is
Well,
my
wait a minute. Let me finish.
yeah.
He makes a post and says, "I believe everything that you said, analyzer. KCL's a liar. Just because I made an opinion." Okay, go ahead.
Why do you care?
I well that
Why do
part.
you even care?
Somebody calls me a liar, then it's game on.
No, why do
Yeah.
you even care? Because you have to consider the source.
Well, I understand that,
I would
but
not even care.
I don't give a shit who it is. If they call me a liar, it's game
Oh,
on.
well, then that's where you and I are different
Well,
because I don't give a
It's a
shit.
YouTube thing. It's a YouTube thing. You call me a liar, it's game on.
Mhm. I just,
Sweet Lead is saying me too about something, but I don't know what it's about.
or she don't like people calling her a liar,
I don't know.
or she just don't care what people say.
I don't know. She just says me too.
You know,
Probably about liking dogs more than they like or animals more than they like people.
that's one thing my mother taught me is not to give a shit about what people think about me.
And normally I don't, but whenever it's somebody that you thought was a friend, then well, I wouldn't even call it that because I think he plays a character on YouTube, and that's what it is. Um, I am me, whether it is what who. What are you talking about?
What
Sweetly says, wait, who? I don't know what you're talking
you
about.
guys have been YouTube friends for a long time.
Well, he had his head stuck up analyzer's ass for a long time, going on his streams
Why do
and
you
well, listen,
care?
and talking shit and tell me that I'm a piece of shit, and then come to find out that she's just a big ass piece of shit liar, and then he throws her aside, and now he went to CVS and bought them out of the industrial size um, lubrication and stuck his head back up her ass
Okay.
just because I made an opinion.
I just think, see, that's the problem with social media is that it's okay if people feel like they can say what they want without repercussions, and that's kind of dangerous. But that's all it is bullying. You know, you talk about all these people who commit suicide because they were bullied in social media. People who do stuff like that, it's just bullying.
Yes, that gal that's on YouTube or TikTok or whatever it was, and she went all around these places and saved about every fox she could find, and animal lover, and her videos were all about the foxes and how she takes care of them, and then all of a sudden there's an online bullying campaign towards her, and she takes her own life.
But see that's what people who want to talk about people's dead dogs. That's a form of bullying.
Well,
But you know what's really interesting about that? Um, do people put their actual addresses online where they live?
I don't know. I wouldn't.
But I bet a bully wouldn't. You know what? If you think you tough shit, you big and bad, put your real fucking address on online.
So you want them to dox themselves?
Well, the thing of it is, if you're not afraid, you
Well, he
big and
has.
bad.
Okay. Well, he has my number. If he would like to text me his address,
No, it's
uh,
not like we're gonna go. But I'm the
now
point.
what we want to talk
The
to?
point I'm trying to make is that people hide. They hide behind social media
I
because
agree.
you can't. You don't know where they live. You don't know where they work. So there, there's really no consequence to their actions.
Maybe you and me should start a YouTube channel talking shit, so we can sit behind the keyboard or a phone screen and be all big and bad.
I'm not talking shit. All I
You talk shit to me all the time.
Yeah, to you. All I can do is just express my opinion. Whether people agree with it or not is totally up to them. And if they agree, I don't care. If they disagree, I don't care. Just like who's is that woman who is a psychologist? Is she still on your thing?
Who, Dana?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I didn't agree
she
with the Jewish lady. I didn't agree.
no, she goes online and tells people how to live and does her psychology bullshit. Uh, she smells like rotten cooter fish.
Oh, see, stop being mean.
Sorry, no, I just say that to say that. We are friendly to each other. We have a love hate relationship. Um,
But what I'm saying is, I didn't agree with a lot of what you said, but I didn't call her names or tell her she was wrong because she's entitled to her opinion.
I agree. But whatever his name is entitled to his opinion. I will not degrade him or tell him jokes about his best buddy of 10 years just because he has an opinion. Uh, then there's another guy that makes
Am I done?
no.
Because you're boring.
I know I wasn't boring earlier, was I?
You're boring.
Was I boring earlier?
Really?
Sorry. I mean, whenever I was mowing the yard, just watching
You
it.
know, motherfucking yard today.
I wheeled it a little bit. But there's another guy that goes on online and says, "Well, it's just KCL. He's always been um, whatever." And um, I call him Jimmy because it makes it a point to go online and preach. So I give him the name of Jimmy after Jimmy Swaggart. And God bless Jimmy Swaggart. Recently passed away, July something or other of a heart attack at 90 years young. So go, Jimmy Swaggart. I have sinned against you, my Lord, and I ask your forgiveness.
Are you 12?
No, I was doing a Jimmy Swaggart impression from 1980 something.
Can I go now?
Oh yeah, because I was just going to end this, but
It was so nice, whoever's on there, to not hear you again. Hope you have a great evening.
cannot hear you again.
Well, like if they're saying something, they're typing it. I
Oh.
can't hear it. And I'm not reading it screen.
No, well, Sweet Week's the only one brave enough to talk in my stream because um,
You're doing that again.
no, I'm not.
There you are.
I didn't mean to. All right, so I'll end this. I will leave it up for whoever to listen to. Um, we still wait on them dead dog jokes for an opinion. And you guys have a good evening. Thank you for coming in, Sweet Wheat. Sweet Wheat said Miss KCL is right. Don't care about them. You both have great friends traits. And then Gladys, who somebody accuses me, comes in. Something about an ice pick. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
My husband is boring.
I'm boring. Yes, I'm 12, but if you go on online and look up Jimmy Swaggart, I have sinned against you speech. That was a pretty good impression. Uh, I will say that Richard is a dick. I always say that. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, well, good night, everybody. I'll wait for his rebuttal. That'll be fun. However you look at it, Phil, you're wrong. You're quite a jerk to do that. And apologies, I don't give a shit about that. You can shove that in your ass. Um, let's see. To Jimmy, I have more integrity in my pinky finger than you'll ever have in your 300-pound frame. And I'm not fat shaming. I know it's true. Uh, you don't talk to me because I'm smarter than you are. And you don't talk to men that are smarter than you. You go after women. You're weak. Weak, 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 Jimmy. You're weak. All right. Good night, everybody.